I will not tolerate such behaviour. If you want to go out now, but if you stand again, I'll order you out. Make your mind up. Either shut up and get out.
Here's a tighter, more gripping rewrite you can drop straight into a video script. No headings. I will not tolerate that behavior. If you want to leave, leave now. Stand again, and I will order you out. Make up your mind, then sit down and be quiet. Security just escorted the Prime Minister out of Parliament. He was shouting. Cameras were rolling. The world watched a sitting leader marched off like a rule breaker. In 3 centuries of British democracy, nothing like this is played out live. And it all began with 7 words from Nigel Farage. What you're about to see isn't edited. It isn't fake. Every second of this unraveling went out to millions. By the end, you'll understand why the UK won't look the same again. Before we dive in, if you want to witness power collapsing in real time, hit subscribe, because what happens next is wild. Wednesday, 12:15 p.m. The House of Commons is packed for Prime Minister's questions. Green benches filled, cameras primed, the country watching. Everything looks routine. 3 minutes later, the rulebook is on fire. Nigel Farage rises. The Reform UK leader has been waiting for this moment. Leaked files in hand, immigration numbers committed to memory, a precise accusation ready to land. He doesn't shout. He doesn't wave paper. He's ice cold. Mr. Speaker, he begins, the Prime Minister promised to stop the boats. Instead, we've seen 45,000 illegal channel crossings this year. Deportation flights cancelled, hotel bills running at £8 million a day, and now leaked documents show secret talks with Brussels about rejoining EU migration schemes. Each line lands like a hammer. Starmer's jaw locks. Labour benches fidget. This isn't theatre. It's an indictment. The British people voted for border control, Farage continues. They voted for sovereignty. Instead, they got betrayal dressed up as compassion. When will the Prime Minister admit his policies have failed? Harsh, yes, but within the rules. Until it isn't, the Prime Minister leaps up without being called. Finger stabbing across the chamber, voice cracking with fury. How dare you lecture this government on compassion when all you do is spread hatred and division? The room freezes. Veterans of 1,000 heated debates just stare. This isn't passion. It's a loss of control. The Prime Minister will resume his seat, the Speaker warns. Starmer barrels on. You have no right to talk about British values. You've spent your career dividing this country. You are a disgrace to this chamber. The Prime Minister will resume his seat immediately. The command cuts like a blade. He ignores it, red-faced, gesturing, spiraling, live, in front of the nation. Then, silence. Standing Order 43, the Speaker declares. Gasps. The nuclear option. Absolute authority to remove any member who won't keep order, including the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister is directed to withdraw from the chamber immediately. You can't be serious, he blurts. I am entirely serious. Calm. Final. Security. 2 officers approach. Cameras clatter, like machine guns. Nobody moves. Not even his own side. This is outrageous, he mutters, but the fight is gone. Shoulders drop. Authority drains with every step. The most powerful man in Britain is escorted out of Parliament like a disruptive tourist. Farage doesn't gloat. He doesn't raise his voice. This is what happens when politicians can't defend their record, he says, steady. They lash out. They break down. The British people deserve leadership, not tantrums. Clips hit social media in 60 seconds. PM thrown out trends in 5 minutes. Within an hour, it's the lead story from CNN to Al Jazeera. Overnight, the numbers bite. Approval craters by double digits across northern Labour strongholds. Phone-ins explode. If he can't control himself in Parliament, how can he run the country? One caller asks. Focus groups say unhinged, unstable, embarrassing. Reform UK's site crashes under new members. Donations spike. Farage holds a press conference as the sun sets. What we saw wasn't just a temper. It was the loss of authority, credibility, and basic self-control. Britain has serious problems: immigration, the economy, our future. We need steady hands, not public meltdowns. 50 million views in a day. Political earthquake. Scream the headlines. Commonwealth partners quietly ask whether the UK is steady at the wheel. Panic detonates inside Labour. Emergency huddles. Angela Rayner reportedly calls it an embarrassment. Names float. Wes Streeting, Yvette Cooper, David Lammy. The Conservatives, led by Rishi Sunak, demand a no-confidence vote. A prime minister who can't control himself can't control the country. Commentators go deeper. Can a PM ejected by the Speaker still govern effectively? Did this expand the Speaker's power? Was the ministerial code breached? 48 hours of silence from number 10. No interviews, no tweets, nothing. The vacuum fills itself. Reform UK floods feeds with split-screen edits. Farage, composed. Starmer, raging. Brutal. Effective a week later, the polling map looks like shattered glass. Labour sinks to the high 20s. Reform UK surges into the 20s, breathing down Labour's neck as the main opposition. The Conservatives climb past both. For the first time, Best Prime Minister puts Farage second, well above Starmer. Reform starts leading in northern seats Labour once painted red for generations. The media pile-on becomes relentless. A moment of madness, says one. What have you done, Keir? Asks another. Late-night shows loop the clip. Memes flood the timeline. Thrown out of Parliament enters everyday slang. Beneath the jokes, something darker. Trust hits record lows. Only around a fifth of voters say they believe in the system at all. To many, that 3-minute meltdown becomes a symbol of a government and a politics out of control. Reform tours the country. The clip plays. The question lands, is this the leadership you voted for? The answer roars back. No, Labour tries to spin it as passion, as standing up to extremism. It doesn't land. Cabinet loyalists look strained on camera. Viewers don't buy it. 3 weeks on, letters of no confidence in Starmer pile up. Senior figures mutter about disgrace and duty. The man who won a landslide months ago is suddenly fighting for his political life. Oh, here we are. One explosive moment didn't just bruise a prime minister, it cracked the system itself. The old establishment is wobbling. Something new is rising. What happens next? Does Starmer survive? Do the polls harden? Could Farage actually reach number 10? Are we witnessing a one-off breakdown or the end of the old order in real time? Tell me in the comments. Does he resign or ride it out? Does reform keep climbing? Could the map redraw itself before the next election? If this helped you make sense of the chaos, tap like, share it with a friend, and buckle up, because in modern politics, everything can change in 3 minutes.